The property tax problem still looming and now growing for Vermont lawmakers and you. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Kat Villianzoni.
And I'm Darren Perrin. New projections from school districts show property taxes increase about 20%.
Channel 3 political reporter Calvin Cutler joins us now live in the studio. Calvin, what's being done to address the pricey problem?
Yeah, Kat and Darren, good evening. Alarm bells are going off in Montpelier and in local school districts. State lawmakers today began investigating ways to pay for education and mitigate the burden on taxpayers. Healthcare spending, pandemic cash going away, aging school facilities, and education reforms are causing school budgets to spike this year. In front of the House Ways and Means Committee today, legislative economists outlined a number of taxes that lawmakers could enact to try to buy down the hike. Now, none of these ideas are final, but they could be on the table, including a potential excise tax on candy and sweetened beverages, certain clothing, or on business software. The chair of the committee, Emily Kornheiser, described the situation as a balance between raising revenues on items that will affect certain groups of Vermonters versus a big hike in the property tax, which affects every Vermont homeowner and renter.
And I would encourage us, when we're thinking through these things, to not think about whether we want more taxes or less taxes, but instead think, is this better or worse than an increase in the property tax?
Now, there's also been a 3% additional income tax floated on the state's top earners, and lawmakers could modify last year's education reforms aimed at equity. Part of the problem is a 5% cap on property taxes, which were designed to blunt the economic effect on more affluent districts who are slated to pay more. Lawmakers are worried that that encouraged some districts to spend more, so they may repeal or modify that cap.
So, Calvin, we know that Governor Scott is opposed to new fees and taxes. What's his solution?
Yeah, Darren, Scott says we've been buying down the property taxes for a few years now, and he agreed that lawmakers may need to walk back some of the changes made last year, but he says he won't support new taxes.
And I think that it's time for us to take a look and make sure that we address the issue before we just start throwing more money at it and raising taxes. But I don't think Vermonters have the capacity to absorb.
Now, the governor says that some of his administration's past proposals, including making changes to state employee health care, could have helped with this issue. Again, lots of moving pieces and lots of decisions for state lawmakers to make, which the governor ultimately will have to sign off on. Town meeting day, when voters will decide on their local spending plans, is in about a month. Darren?
Calvin Cutler, thank you.